do this. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Before you say it, we know it's crazy that we want to sell our house that we just built 4 years ago, but over time we've thought about it and we found some really good reasons to do just that.
Might as well move.
Oh, shoot! Good! Ah!
There's nothing good on TV. There's nothing good to watch. Let's move.
What is up with this dead grass? Might as well move.
Look how cute that is for Tommy.
Oh, that's fun.
His birthday, you could get it for him then. I'm sorry.
Ellie, that's disgusting.
Sorry.
You know what? We're moving. I can't stand the smell of here anymore.
Oh my gosh, oh, that is the biggest spider. I'm either burning this house down or I'm moving. In all seriousness, Jared and I have been thinking about this for the last 2 years. Every single March, we have the same conversation where we live, it's not gonna get warm for another 3 months. So every March, I feel very blue because the winter is so long and I know that we still have quite a bit more left until the weather warms up. It is no surprise that the warm weather would do really well for me emotionally, mentally, physically, and
not just you, but me too. I mean, thinking about my hip, the cold weather has a negative impact on my hip, and being in a warmer climate I think would be beneficial physically for me too. To you, to some people even close to us, this might seem like a pretty quick decision, but it actually has been something we've been thinking about for a long time. Even from when we were visiting Florida in Sanibel to last year. Even last year, Ellie got a realtor to look at places in Texas and Arizona, in southern Utah, and even Florida. We were looking all over the place to find a place that we would love that would be warmer than we currently are now.
it seemed like such a big decision, and we had just moved only 4 years ago here. We're by family. It would be ridiculous to move. So even though I got a realtor, even though we were looking at houses periodically throughout the year or lots, we ended up saying, no, we can't do that. So we put it back on the back burner and kept living our life.
But then winter came around again, and you all know, I know, how difficult it was, how long it was, and so we thought, you know what? Let's give this a shot and see where it takes us. Let's just look and see how we feel. Every time we looked into it, we felt good. But this year, we're actually doing it. Since the beginning of our YouTube journey, we have lived on the adage, what would you do if you weren't afraid? You've heard me say that so many times, and in all seriousness, it has played a huge part of our lives and a huge part of our decision making. When Ellie brought this up to me, she asked me the question, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Because initially, I was the one who was hesitant about it. But thinking about it, asking myself the question, what would you do if you weren't afraid? It opened up all of these possibilities that we could have. That fear was holding me back. And that's the great thing about the question, what would you do if you weren't afraid? It gives yourself the freedom to explore things without fear. It takes fear out of the decision making, or rather the indecision making. So we've used this principle to help us make decisions that involve a lot of change, because change can be scary. Change can be stressful. We might be pressured into making a change if we don't ask a question. We might be pressured against making a change if we don't ask ourselves this question.
I had to ask that question to myself, because last year, if I wasn't afraid, I may have gone through with it. But
Fear
it
held
was
us
fear.
back. Yeah.
How could I possibly leave my best friend? That was the hardest decision. My best friend lives here. My sister Bonnie lives here. My brother Bo lives here.
My brother
parents.
Matt lives here. My parents live here.
It really took us a year of actually thinking about it on occasion to see how we really felt about it.
And that's what we've done for the past year now, is think about this. And ultimately, selling our house is what we would do if we weren't afraid. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
As we look back on our lives, we like to kind of describe it as chapters of a book. The way we talk, the way our love story is, the way we vlog, it's kind of like our chapters. And
so what's chapter 1?
Engaged.
Meeting and falling in love, definitely. Chapter 2 would be like graduating college and getting our first jobs. Chapter 3 would be
the decision of your career, of applying for school,
yeah,
getting a job out of college.
And failing at that. That's an important part of the chapter. Then chapter 4 is probably the beginning of our infertility journey and finding out all about that. Chapter 5 is having Jackson, our firstborn. Chapter 6, surprise!
Turtle!
Here comes Calvin.
Little Cal.
Chapter 7 is building our house.
Building our house.
Chapter 8 would then be
maturing, going through emotions and health. I mean, when we started, I always say this to Jared, what I love about documenting is I am a different person.
Yeah.
My thoughts, my opinions, my body, like I feel like I became a woman over the camera, because like I've matured and I've had kids, and it's a lot.
Well, it's fun to look back and see, and that's ultimately what's
got gray hair.
That's one of the coolest things about documenting everything, is we can literally go back and create chapters of this book. Chapter 9 is more infertility. You know, D&Cs. That probably one of the most difficult chapters of our marriage. Chapter 10 is having Tommy and making changes with YouTube. And this is chapter 11. Obviously, this is a decision that has been weighing heavy on us, but I feel good about it. Like, I have that bittersweet feeling, and that's how I know this is a good decision, is because of course I'm sad to sell our house, but I am so excited for what's coming next. And I love being able to see what we've done as we write these chapters, but also to look back on the chapters and learn from those chapters that we have written ourselves, to look back and learn from them. And that's why I love writing these chapters, is because we're experiencing them, we're growing, and then we can look back and develop and grow even further.
I've been numb would be the perfect word for me. I have been emotionless and numb. I'm excited. I'm sad.
Those are emotions, so.
No.
Not emotionless. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I just have had my grieving process in a different way.
Yeah.
And I think that that's also been different, because you grieve differently. Is that food?
That's your dinner.
What did you order?
Costa Vitas for you.
Our family is our family, and wherever we go, whether we were to live in an RV, whether we were to live in a townhome, a rental, a house, we'll make it our home.
You process that emotion over the course of the entire year, from the point that you found a realtor to the point where you kind of were pressured to put it on the back burner.
Kind of looking just all year, occasionally at Zillow. I can never say that. That was amazing. I just said that right. I'm like, Zillow. Every once in a while I'd see, houses come in, and I'm like, that isn't it. That's not it. I
think you guys also probably saw a lot of that, or rather didn't see Ellie process that, because that's a lot of that time is when we weren't making videos on YouTube. That's when Ellie was processing a lot of that emotion. So we talked about chapters in a book, and as sad as these chapters are when they come to an end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And that's what this is to us. This is the beginning of a brand new chapter, and we cannot wait to write it. And we hope that you guys will join with us as we write this chapter together.
This is kind of a different and fun part of our life because it's not like planned. It's not like, oh, you go to college, oh, you get a job, oh, that didn't work out, oh, this is working out, oh, now we have it's a different part of our life.
We are kind of going against the grain. We are comfortable where we are right now, with accept that fact.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what I mean comfortable is like we have our house, we have our kids, we have our family, we have our structure. That's what I mean by comfortable.
Don't feel like we have to get anywhere.
If it's not broke,
don't fix it.
But
we're breaking it.
We're gonna break it so we can make it a little different. And maybe that's a silly way, but Ellie and I both feel this urge and desire to do something, and this is what we're going to do. So we know that you guys will have some questions, and we want to give some answers to those inevitable questions. Where are you moving? Well, we'll tell you later, but it is still relatively close to family, but far warmer than it is here, especially during the winter.
What about your family? Family plays a huge role in our lives. They bring us our happiness. Like they are our everything, and we've been so lucky to live by family.
We're not moving because of family. You know that family plays a big role in our lives, so family proximity is important. So we're still close to family, but we kind of get the best of both worlds. We get to be close to family and have warmer weather.
But what about your house? How can you leave the house that you built and designed in your yard? It's perfect for the boys. How can you leave it?
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
But a home is family.
As cheesy as that sounds.
Yeah, it's true.
It is so true.
My home will be Ellie and my boys, no matter where we are. We will make a house a home no matter what. This house where we are right now will always have a very special place in our heart, and will hold all of these wonderful memories that we have shared together for the past 4 years.
And I'm so glad we documented it.
So no matter where we live, this is where our home is.
Chink.
Ding. Is that cheesy? It's a cliche, but it's true.
But it's true.
Yep.
I mean, your home is wherever I'm with you. I mean,
home is wherever I'm with you.
We used to love to sing that together.
We still do, baby.
I thought you were gonna say something like, it feels good when you make a decision with what you truly want inside. And I think therapy has helped both Jared and I as well to be confident in the decisions that we're making.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited for new memories with cousins. I'm excited for new memories with my boys. I'm excited to be outside more. I'm excited to have more places to go out to eat.
Yes, that is going to be one of the big things.
It'll just be good.
Yeah. So yes, we are selling our home. It's sad. It's crazy. It's exciting. It's a new adventure, a new chapter in the book of Ellie and Jared. And we're excited to write it. And we hope you guys come along with us as we document this journey. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.